The reason the theatre is uniquely valuable is because you have to concentrate. In other words, you're hijacked for 2 hours and you've got to turn off your cell phone, you've got to stop talking to your neighbour, and you've actually all got to examine something together. Now, some people will be bored and some people will look away while it's happening, and other people will cough and other will head straight for the exit, and some people will not choose to focus. But at a good play, what you get is this extraordinary act of concentration. And I suppose what I'm talking about is scrutiny. In other words, it's one thing to look at an idea on the page and run it through your brain, but it's a completely different thing to be in a room where a whole group of people make a moral examination together of actions and words. Now, clearly for the next generation after mine, who were brought up on television, cinema, video, the moving image, beginning of computers, they weren't really interested in theatre. And in England at least, it's not a very distinguished bunch of playwrights that follow mine. However, the young, who are now bored stiff with computers, bored stiff with film, bored stiff with television, they actually have taken up theatre again. And what we have is a brilliant crop of young writers, a lot of them female, working in Britain, and the theatre's being regenerated by the young. And particularly at a time when public discourse, in Britain at least, is so impoverished and so one track. Now, for anyone to dissent from orthodoxy about neoliberal economics, that the only way of the world advancing is apparently through deregulated markets, cheap labour, if you say anything else, if you start talking about workers' rights, you're now treated like a lunatic in Britain. They want to put you in a white coat and take you away. And so the theatre's the place where people can look at ideas again. There's a very beautiful saying of Raymond Williams, who was my old tutor. And Raymond Williams once said, if people cannot have justice officially, they will have it unofficially. And unofficially at the moment means by going to the theatre.